Hello there guys, what is going on? This totally is not my second time recording this as I mess with the microphone. I have just sat and been screaming and jumping around in excitement at a game and it fluffed up the recording basically, so screw that. So I'm coming in now. The season is done, the season is dusted, and I'll show you the results from whence we were last time you were with me, when I can remember where it was. What's it doing that for? Why does it do such things as that? It really annoys me, that. So last time out, you were with me in the Barwell game, okay? And we then went on and drew 2-2 with Ilkeston, who was second in the league at the time, which was a very good result. They were the better team on the day, there's no doubt about it, but I felt a point was a fair result in the end. Why go back all the way up there? Why? Next up was Medlock, and they were saved by a 90th minute equaliser, an own goal from Adamino, showing why he should never be allowed to help back defending, because he just scores an own goal. Why is this doing this all of a sudden? It never normally does. What a butthole. Nantwich were the next opponents for us, and we beat them by 4-2. 2 goals from Bell, 1 from Hughes Mason, and 1 from Woods. In a game that looked on paper looked in the flesh a much more closer game than the result suggested. It was harsh on Nantwich to beat them by so many, but my mate Matt Bailey getting their second goal, so well done to Bales. Well done, fella. Let's do this right this time. Last time I totally did not go to the wrong result next. We beat Workington by 1-0. David Dawson, who has really struggled since coming back from his injury, and he will probably be let go in the summer one way or another. But a fully dominant game for us there. You could see that from the stats, and we absolutely bossed them off the park. We then won the league away at Colwyn Bay. 4-2, Bell, Woods and Adamino with the goals in a game where they were far more in control than we were throughout the entire game, but our finishing was far superior to theirs. Well, 2 goals more superior than theirs, to be precise. It was a good game though. I enjoyed it. It was very edge of your seat stuff because it was just one of those where I knew I could win the league, and I just kept expecting something to go wrong, if I'm honest. I was just waiting for something to cock up. We then lifted the trophy at home. It was really cool. There was a really cool news article saying that the fans, bumper crowd expected, excited crowd expected, because we get to celebrate winning the league at home, and it was against the team who were at this point in second place, Salford, and that was pretty awesome to beat them as well, especially after they dominated the game for the first 50 minutes, and then we just came into it in the second half, just after the first 10-15 minutes of the second half, where they kind of dominated still, but then we managed to come back, get a grip on it, and basically turn them over in the end for the victory, which was pretty damn good. This is getting bloody annoying. How to keep scrolling down. Then, on a high, dominating teams, we get banged by Rushall Olympic by 2-0. Look at those stats. Look at those freaking stats. We were all over them like a fly on shit, and they beat us 2-0. It was poor. It was annoying. Enough said. But last time out, you missed this, and it was a lovely little game. Kind of. James Brown, he felt good. They took the lead on 27 minutes, and Phil Turnbull with a exceptional goal, which we will see in a minute for a good reason as well. And then Woods wrapped up the 3 points, and just topped off our season really well, really pleasingly so. Okay, so in terms of the league, Salford, Ilkeston, Buxton and Barwell in the playoffs. We went up as El Championes by a magnificent 12 points, which is really good, because if you look at the season preview, They expected us to be around 16th, which is pretty good. If you ask me, we've done a damn fine effort the first season. For me, though, doing these lower league managements, you'll know if you followed me through them, these early leagues are always, dare I say it, relatively easy if you do it right. Get a formation that works, get a good set of players that you can rotate. I mean, we've had some big injuries this season, but we haven't had a lot of injuries this season. I mean, Dawson out for like 6 months at the beginning. That could have bummed us, completely. But Woods and Adamino stepped in, did really, really well. And, we've just coped pretty well with the big injuries that we've got. And we've managed to get ourselves over the line. 9 defeats, though, is quite a lot of defeats, really, considering where we are in the league, where we finished in the league. So that's pretty cool. In terms of the other leagues, we'll just quickly go through. Got a bit of time now because we haven't got a game today, so we can have a quick look through these. Merthyr tip for 106 points. Oosh to the Welsh boys. Leamington, Chippenham, Kettering and Hungerford in the playoffs there. Slough dropping again. Damn, son. Hemel Hempstead lose 95 points and don't go up automatically. If they lose in the playoffs, they're going to be pissed. Lose Bognor, Dulwich and Tunbridge Wells. No, Tunbridge Angels, isn't it? I think. They're in there, and Farnborough dropping again. Wow, they're dropping like a bloody stone at the minute. But so some interesting teams in there. Sutton United won the playoffs. They were in the bloody top spot for so long, and they just went on a bit of a shite run towards the end, dropped off. But they've gone up along with Whitehawk in the Vanarama South. In the Vanarama North, my boys Nuneaton have gone up, and Stockport have gone up with them as champions. FC United have come down, which is a shame. It's a real shame. I wonder if it's got the picture of their new ground. It does, I think. That is their new ground, isn't it? That's nice. It's a nice place. Hopefully they can bounce back next year. I'm sure they will. What am I doing? I'm sure they will. They do tend to bounce back. Don't know if they go down. I've noticed on this, on FM16. Cheltenham going up along with Tranmere, 100 points. Tranmere, incidentally, got beat in the final of the FA Trophy by the team that knocked us out in Dover. So at least we got beat by the winners. That's the way I look at it. League 2, we've got Notts County, Leyton Orient in the final. Pompey, Plymouth, Oxford are up, and York and Dagenham are down. In terms of League 1, Sheffield United and Bradford in the playoff final. Wigan and Millwall are up. Vale, Crewe, Gillingham and Colchester are down. Where are we? Leeds, QPR and Derby up in the Championship, which is brilliant for all those. Preston, Blackburn and Bolton are down. And last but by no means least, the Premier League. Arsenal win it. Leicester, West Ham and West Brom are down. But look at Swansea, 6th place. David Moyes, Super White Army are there. And comically, very comically, Gus Hiddink was sacked as Chelsea manager. Jose Mourinho was appointed as Chelsea manager. Paco Jimenez came in to replace Ranieri, then got sacked, interestingly. And Tony Pulis was sacked. Laudrup came in. And since then, Laudrup has also been sacked. So bye-bye to him. In terms of our lovely team, our end of season awards. Okay, top goal scorer is Tom Woods of 40 goals, 7.57 average rating. Most assists, Bell and Hughes Mason. Best pass completion, Turnbull. Adamino with player of the matches, most yellow cards. It was always going to be Turnbull, and we never had a player sent off, which is always good. Now, in terms of fans' player of the season, Galbraith deserved. Harsh on Adamino and Bell, but Galbraith has been brilliant this season, absolutely brilliant. Goal of the season against Whitby, Mr. Turnbull. Now, this one, for some reason, it doesn't always load up. I think that was on the old skin before it was updated. It may be okay this time. Looks like we're in as my wife goes into the bathroom and the door of hell creaks. Watch this. This was the goal in the last match of the season. Turnbull, bang. An absolutely gorgeous wallop of a ball, that. Adamino sign of the season on a free, and young player of the season, Anthony Bell, spot on. Anthony Bell, who wants a new contract. We offer him a new contract. He doesn't want to sign for us because we're not good enough, then complains that we haven't given him a new contract. But hopefully we'll be able to sort that out going forwards. And then we just have the end of season review stuff and so on and so forth. Now, I am going to spend an absolute bucket ton of time, and I am going to sit and I'm going to go through all the free transfers. I want to find some brilliant play. I want to spend a lot of time and bring the right players in. So I'm going to go and do that now. And then the next episode, of course, it's going to be the first game of our Vanarama North-South. I should imagine North. If we were put in the South, that would be very, very harsh. But our campaign will begin in the next episode with new faces, new challenges, new lifestyles, new romances, and anything else you can put in there. But anyway, guys, for now, if you're enjoying this series still, please drop a like down below. It helps me out massively. Of course, only if you want to. You don't have to. I'm not begging for likes, but it always does put a little smile on my face, and it's really nice to get those likes on board. But for now, guys, been a pleasure being in your face. Bye-bye. Up the Quakers.